Welcome back, everybody, to episode 3 of Dungeons and Dumbness. This horribly shambled together podcast that definitely we didn't wait like 4 months to record episode 3 after recording episodes 1 and 2. My name is George. I am the Dungeon Master and the host of this episode. I am joined together by the other party members of our group. All of us have come together, definitely in person and totally not all from the comfort of our own homes, to record today's episode. I am joined, of course, by our good friends Laura, Nick, Rani, and Brian. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the cough. Yeah, we're gonna do an episode again. How's everyone been, by the way? Let's just take a second. Let's pause. How's everyone's life been?
Pretty good.
Other than Nick, because we all know his is hell.
Yeah. I get the very fun task of editing these.
I started another campaign, so excited about that.
Hell yeah. In case anyone is wondering, Nick is the editor for our podcast, so he does an amazing job considering we gave him like the most horrible audio for the first 2 episodes, but since then, we've come a long way. And by a long way, I mean like 5 whole steps.
Woo!
I'd say probably more like 2 steps.
More like 2 steps, okay.
More than 0 steps.
Maybe 1.5. Welcome, gamers. I play the great one and only Gabbo. Oh, I'm Nick, by the way. Hi there. I'll give you a quick rundown of Gabbo in case you've forgotten. He's a very small goblin fellow. You know, he looks very mischievous. I wouldn't trust this guy. Big, beady, yellow eyes, you know. Very small. He's like 3'5". Yeah, fun fact for you all today. He's actually pretty stupid, and he doesn't understand how the world works at all. He thinks that everybody's just like, if you rob them, then you get something good from them, and then, like, they'll stop being racist to you. Because everybody's racist to him. But that's not how it works.
I'm Laura. I play Valentine. She's a lawful good tiefling oath of devotion paladin. She's a patron of the goddess of fate, Savris. Yep. She's a widow, and she's a farmer. And her little fun fact is that her holy symbols are her wedding rings that she wears around her neck.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rani. I'm playing Mindy Monad. She is a witch, which is not a class here. It's just an occupation, I guess, basically. She's like a pretty tall human, long hair, typically like a pretty long dress. Very into just mixing things together and seeing what happens, which leads into her fun fact. First of all, she's a human wizard. Very into human because I'm a nerd. And her fun fact is that she is a bit of an artificer. Nothing too crazy yet, but it's come from her long history of just mixing stuff together and seeing what happens.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Brian. I'm playing Ellotte Mayflower, a soldier from the Feywilds, a fairy of sorts. No, he just is a fairy. He came in from the Feywild and is trying to do his best to, let's say, recover something he lost. A fun fact about him. Who said that was a fun fact? There's nothing fun. Fuck off.
And as mentioned before, I am George. I am the DM. I guess should I give a fun fact about myself?
Yeah.
No, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. My fun fact is that nobody cares about me.
I love
That's not
you.
true.
I don't know if that's really
It's not
fun
very fun
or
at
a
all.
fact.
Fun fact is that he's free on Friday nights.
I am.
No questions asked.
Yup. Sure.
Fun fact.
All right. I think with that we should stop delaying. We should stop delaying and bring this like 3-month episode cancellation
What?
to a close.
3 months? What?
And
No.
let's start recording this episode.
No, we
I
were
don't know what you're
so
talking
fast to
about.
get on this recording. It took us like
Our
2
last
days.
episode was a week ago.
2 days. Yeah. No, 2 days.
2 days. We
Two
skipped
whole
past
days ago.
back the time.
Last recording was when I uploaded the last
exactly.
episode. That's when it was.
Look, the viewers don't know.
Every single week.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
so
Exactly.
consistent.
Yeah, of course. We have a consistent schedule. 100.
Yeah, everybody
Secret.
remembers everything that happened.
100%.
Exactly.
So last time, we were all together. The 4 silly adventurers of yous got yourselves abducted by a group of cloaked figures and were forced to go into a dangerous encounter with a gibbering mouther in order to gain the permission to join an organization and also, to not be dead. You guys managed to defeat the gibbering mouther, earning the respect of Terran Solis, who you learned to be the leader of the cloaked group, also known as the Starbrung Jackals. Terran offered you all positions within the Jackals to become her newest enforcers and to work on her newest contract to break into the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild, find out as much as you can about the newest dungeon that has been surfaced in Ravenstone, and then to ultimately delve into the dungeon to discover whatever secret lies at the bottom of it before the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild can. According to Taryn, her and the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild head have a long history between each other, and it is not a pretty history. Apparently, there is a lot of bad blood, and this was all explained to you guys after you almost died. So, when we had last left you off, you had just left the base of operations for the Starbrung Jackals before finally stepping back out into Ravenstone since your kidnapping, before looking to the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild building, where you had seen a large burst of purplish-looking lightning bursting through the ceiling of the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild building, where you had been not even a day prior. You had all begun running over there just where we left off last session. So, as we come back in, the 4 of you begin rushing down the roads of Ravenstone, heading towards the Deep Dark Adventuring Guilds, towards the north end of the town. As you guys are running, you see people all around you stopping by the stalls, looking around and all trying to figure out where that big cacophonous boom was coming from. You also notice the town guards, rather than rushing towards the building, are instead currently making hazard entryways, preventing other citizens from running around. As you guys see, they are closing the path leading up to the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild. You can see a barricade is being formed ahead of you guys. So what are we going to do? If you guys dash at full speed, you can attempt to dash and run your way through this forming barricade. However, if you fail, you might get stopped by the barricade and might have to find a new way around. So, as you all are running, what are we going to do? Nick?
Are there buildings nearby I can climb up?
Yep, so as you're looking at this, the road to the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild is a pretty straightforward road. There's buildings on the left and the right side, both about 2 stories tall. If you wanted to, you could try to duck into an alleyway and find a way to climb up the side of a building. Would you like to try and do that?
I would like to try and do that.
All right. So as the 3 of you are running away, you suddenly look down and notice the goblin is missing once again. Gabbo, as you dash off to the left, getting out of sight of the guards. First, could you roll me a stealth check, please?
Aye, laddie.
With disadvantage because we are in a sprint.
Can we stop? running?
All right. Oh, it's way unfortunate there.
By any chance, DM, while he's resolving his role, is there any reason why we have to run? Can we just settle down to a walk so we can probably stealthily find a way in?
You can, if you'd like to, because currently you can see the only road to get to the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild is being closed off. So the barricade isn't quite formed yet, so if you run, you can make it past it before the barricade is closed.
I would like to,
Otherwise, you'll have to try and find another way in.
I would like to mention that I have a fly speed.
You do have a fly speed, yes.
That's true.
So let me...
I was thinking of a stealthy option.
Let me describe this barricade a bit more. You guys can see what looks to be on the road, looks to be 2 concrete slabs placed together with a small gap in between them, currently being pushed together like a wall, where I'll give you all a perception check to see if you can notice anything strange about these barricades. In
13.
the meantime,
I'm guessing I don't get a perception.
I was actually going to get to that. In the meantime, Gabbo, what was the result of your stealth check?
15.
Okay, we'll come back to that in just a second. Let me get the results of everyone's perception checks.
I got
Gabbo, you
10.
can also make a perception check.
I forgot how much my perception sucks.
I got 13.
Awesome. Thank you, Valentine.
22.
Damn!
Damn, Gabbo, what a guy.
19 plus 3.
Gabbo is killing it today, guys.
I got 10.
I got 15.
Awesome. Okay, so Ellotte, Valentine, and Gabbo, you guys can all notice along the outside facing plate of these concrete slabs looks to be some carved in runes all along the side that seem to be faintly pulsing. But you notice as the 2 points of the barricade start getting closer and closer, they begin glowing brighter and brighter. If you guys would like, you can try to make an Arcana check to see if you can tell what these might do. Mindy, you can't quite notice it as you're struggling to try and perceive it between the crowd and everyone running around. Are you guys gonna come to a stop while this is happening?
Does anyone have Arcana?
I have +0, so I will not be making an Arcana check today.
Well, I thought I might as well try it, and I got a
I'm
5.
the only one with Arcana and I can't do it because I didn't notice.
Gabbo, these look like strange symbols to you. For all you know, this could be someone just spelling out the word pizza.
I would like to make an executive decision. Ellotte is going to become large and grab the 2 people, and he's just going to make a mad dash through the barricade.
Okay. So Ellotte, what I'm gonna have you do, since you, with your strength, once you become the size large, you are able to carry these people no problem. I'm gonna have you make me an acrobatics check
Alrighty.
as you get closer to the barricade, and I do understand that you're flying above it.
Alright.
Can we help somehow?
Describe how you would help in this situation.
That's a very good question. How about just guidance? Can I just do a standard guidance?
Yep, you can 100%. You can cast guidance on
Okay.
on Ellotte as he picks you up. That will be like you're like, oh wait, here,
Yeah.
as you grab onto his arm.
Alright.
All right, what's our result?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Plus, total 21.
Ooh.
Awesome. So as you begin rushing towards the barricade, you can see, just as you're about to get to the top of it, like over top of it, the 2 stone slabs click together, and you can see a projected beam of light beginning to rise up. As you can see, a spectral wall begins rising up starting from the slabs. As with your acrobatics check, you are able to just barely get over it before it begins to like dome up over itself. In the meantime, Gabbo, are you making a dash across the rooftops?
Yes.
All right, can I get your acrobatics check to see if you're able to get there? a look of serious determination across Nick's face.
23.
Gobble, with the true gobbishness of your abilities, you manage to dash through, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, not letting anything slowing you down, as you just barely manage to run past the spectral wall just as it begins to form around the last house as you dump over it.
I don't run, I jump.
Doesn't even run, just jumps and sends it, getting over the last bit of the wall just as it begins to dome up. You guys
I
have all
jumped
successfully...
from the top of the roof, like over the wall, or through it.
As you can now see, Gobble, as you come down and you're going to land, roll me another acrobatics check for your landing.
11.
That's not going to be enough, so you are going to take You are going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage as you kind of do not stick the landing.
Worth it. It's fine.
I make sure
so
that
that's
everyone sees this, like in the party.
That is going to be three bludgeoning damage as you just kind of fall and you bonk on your arm. As you guys look back behind you, you can now see the spectral wall as it hits the level of the roofs. It begins arcing into a dome shape and begins connecting over. As you look behind you, from behind the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild building, you can see another one of these projectile walls beginning to raise over, almost creating a dome within to encapsulate this building.
We're in the bird cage.
As you guys manage to successfully cross over the barricade, what do you guys want to do?
I shrink down.
I actually
have a question. Or no, you do that
no,
first.
Go ahead. What's your question?
It's kind of a little unrelated, but I remember it was a question that I had from, like, the last session that for some reason I remembered. I remember you told me that, like, my connection with, like, Savras was, like, kind of, like, fading while I was down there, like, in, like, that building. And I remember wanting to ask, just, like, do I still have that, like, feeling of, like, I'm not very connected with, like, my god? Or is it, like, do I get the sense that it's more of a personal issue or a issue with where I was, like the location?
At the current moment, you find your connection. You feel a little bit stronger not being in such a den of evil. Okay, almost as if something about the Jackal's hideout was doing something to your personal will and your spirit. Mindy, you said you wanted to make a perception check.
No, that was earlier, just with the same thing. With the runes that I missed. I think she's just running now.
At this point, okay, so as you guys are running, Ellotte puts you guys down, he shrinks down. You guys have all regrouped. You all did notice that Gobble looks a little scuffed up. He seems to have some blood on his arm.
Time to rest now.
Bad landing.
He picks him up, stands him up on his feet. Let's keep going. Pats him on the back.
All right. Wait, what? Why are you doing that to me?
Why?
What does that mean?
I don't give a shit. Just hurry up.
I think it's simple kindness.
You're going to what?
Would I be able to cast, use my Lay on Hands on Gabbo and give him, like, 10 hit points, or how much is he missing?
I only took 3 damage. It's fine. No, it's fine.
He only took 3 damage, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna Lay on Hands, give him 3.
Okay. Oh, that's kind.
All right. As you see an injured person in need, you place your hand on Gabbo's arm. As you begin to
why are you doing
push
this?
Through some of your spirit.
Stop it.
It's okay, little buddy. It's okay, little buddy. Come here.
It's okay. She's just trying to help.
I'm almost tempted to ask Valentine to roll an animal handling check.
No!
I'll help wrangle him.
If you do that, then I'm going to try to make a check to, like, strip her.
I'll help Valentine wrangle.
7. No, wait, no, 9.
But I'm giving you... Can I help?
As you see Gabbo just, like, starts pulling his arm away, and, like, we hear, like, a growling coming from
Goes
Gabbo.
feral.
Can I attempt to trip Valentine?
Oh my god.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Oh, yes! 16.
Valentine, as you're, like, leaning in to try and get closer towards Gabbo, Gabbo just makes a sudden bolt goes for your legs and kicks out your legs as you just doof, you hit the floor.
Can I help her not?
I'm just gonna hold my blade up
I'm
to
just
you.
trying to help you.
Help her
Okay,
not fall
I'm
to
just
the
trying to
ground.
help you. Okay, you got like a little cut on you. I'm just trying to help you, buddy. Come here. Can I
I'm
try
not gonna
again?
say anything. I'm just gonna hold my dagger up to your face and just point it at you.
As
like,
the two of you are doing this, Ellotte and Mindy, can the
I'm
two of you
walking
roll
off.
me perception checks, please?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that.
8.
That is going to be a 20.
Also, could I help Valentine not fall? Like, is she still taking the damage?
She's not taking any damage. She just tripped.
That's
So
Yeah, just
Mindy,
got a little bruise on my ass.
Mindy, as you're going and you're trying to helping, you're not quite focusing. Ellotte,
She's gonna get stabbed if you help her.
While the rest of your group is skirmishing and like bickering amongst themselves, you can look above you as the projected wall is now closing off towards the dome. Right when it meets the beam of lightning, the lightning it begins to expand. More energy begins to get poured out of it. But as soon as it touches the projected wall, it just freezes. As if the moment in time for the lightning has stopped. Something about it seems to have halted.
Is it like the outside? Like, do I see any birds in the sky moving? Like outside?
You do still see birds in the sky moving. The entire lightning beam, both on the outside of the wall and on the inside of the wall, has frozen.
Okay. Where did the lightning strike?
The lightning was not striking, but coming out, bursting from the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild building.
So more just like emanating from it.
Well, I'm gonna start walking towards the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild as these chuckle fucks are goofing off.
Do I see this lightning stuck in the air?
I'll say after about a moment, once you help Valentine to her feet, the three of you also at this point now notice the lightning has become frozen mid-air.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure, go ahead.
Try to analyze what the hell is going on here. 17.
With a 17, as you're looking at this, you get a strange aura from the lightning itself, as if this isn't just like someone casting a spell or something. Something about this feels more wild, more natural, as if something is producing this itself. And you can tell something about this wall. It feels almost like an anti-magic field, but not like a whole area of effect type thing. Something about it feels like a halt of the arcane.
Oh, what of the arcane?
A halt of the arcane, like something that's stopping the arcane, that anything that touches it.
I see.
So as you guys see this, do you start heading towards the Adventuring Guild?
I'd say to Mindy just something like, why are you looking at that so intensely? It's frozen in the sky.
Alright.
Don't you get it?
Just trying to figure out what it's about. Could be dangerous.
It's frozen lightning in the sky. That's what it's about.
So look behind me. Do I just see like the stone walls and that's it?
Yeah, you just see the stone walls. There's no runes coming from this side of the
I'm gonna
pillars.
touch the stone wall with my magic hand. Or mage hand.
As you push your mage hand out and it touches the stone wall, your mage hand vanishes.
Okay, I see. I understand. Yeah, I'll just continue walking forward, I think.
All right. So as you guys continue down the last bit of the dirt road leading up to the Adventuring Guild, you've all been here before. You were here not even a day or two ago when you came to return your warding coins, as you learned. But as you, yes, returned. As you approach, you see the large, finely finished doors. At this point, before you saw them locked and closed behind you, you can see this one is now slightly ajar. From inside, a glowing, pale purple light is emitting.
Can I kick the door open?
Just
Similar to the same color of the light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
you just want
as
All right,
I
make
just
me-
want to describe something. So Elliot was kind of like walking And I just assume as he's like, because he wasn't putting up with any of the squabbling, he was like at the door and just as like he just turns and sees Valentine run up and just drop kick the door to go. Just steps out of the way beforehand.
All right. So as you guys go to kick the doors down, can I please get athletic checks?
13.
All right. So as you plant your foot into the base of the door, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Let me demonstrate to you how to do this, and then I'm just gonna like go at it with my hands and just try to like.
All right.
I don't even want to roll. It doesn't work.
As you go, you start pulling on the door. Pulling on it, you're like, why isn't this working? You start letting out like a ferocious scream of all of your strength, and it doesn't budge.
Okay, can I try taking up my shield and running into it?
Just 1 second, I would like to ask something. Has it been a full minute yet?
It has been.
Got in.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's probably over by now. But as Valentine is like charging up another one, can I just try and like push the door like open, like use the handle and open it?
Are you pushing or pulling?
Does it look like it's a push door? Is the hinges on the outside or inside?
The hinges are on the outside.
So I pull.
Mm-hmm.
As you pull it, the door opens.
And do I just run in, just blindly with my
as she's
shield
winding
up?
up,
I
can I
just run
time
right
it?
in through the door.
That's exactly what happens. Valentine, as you put your shield up above your head to like protect yourself, and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and you start running in as Ellotte, as you go, oh, wait a second. You pull open the door as Valentine, you just go, do, 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 charging in, rushing
You've got to
in
remember
towards
full doors, everybody. Come on.
the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild.
Yeah, it's honestly.
Gabbo just like stands there, like the man standing emoji, just there like, what? How is this possible?
Just get it.
What ancient sorcery?
Gabbo, don't think. Just go. Just get it.
Okay, and I'm gonna do like
All right.
full like action roll into the inside.
All right, Ellotte,
After you,
Mindy,
Mindy.
are you both going inside as
Can
well?
I find a rock here? Like just like a hand-sized stone.
Yeah, there's rocks. You can
I'll
pick
pick
up a
up
rock.
2 and walk in.
Two rocks,
rocks.
oh boy. So Valentine, as you go charging in, you... Can you make me an acrobatics check, please, with disadvantage?
With disadvantage? Acrobatics? 8. I rolled an 18 and then an 8, so I had to take the 8.
Oh boy, that's not good. As you... A stool you don't see because you're just charging in blindly, not realizing that you haven't made contact with anything yet. As you trip over the stool, you land onto your shield, full body and effort, as you crash to the ground. You look up and you can now see you are in the main lobby of the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild. You guys recognize this as where you all came and sat, seeing hundreds of other people applying. Before you were called into the central chambers. Yes, Gabbo.
So in the first episode, I jumped out a window. Is that
You did jump out a window.
window still broken?
No, that window has since been repaired.
Damn.
Fast
okay.
workers.
Well, it helps when mending is a very easy spell
That
to
is true.
I
cast.
forgot that exists.
Mindy, you start looking at the window like, I remember this being
I
broken.
remember that. Oh, old times.
And then you
also
think,
known
I
as
wonder,
yesterday.
I wonder how fast...
Gabbo just looks at it more like, how is this repaired? How did they do this? That's not possible.
Gabbo, make me an intelligence saving throw as you can fail to understand.
As Gabbo's,
This might be
As Gobbo reels from whatever this is, I'm gonna walk up and minor illusion, pretend that the window is actually still broken, and be like, Gobbo, you saw it wrong. It's still broken.
So,
Gabbo, make this save with disadvantage.
okay. So, I just got an 18, but the first thing I got was a 2, so that's a 4.
4.
Gabbo, you just get a headache. Your head starts to hurt as you. The window was broken, but then it was fixed, and now it's somehow broken again.
And now it's broken. What is happening? There's a ball of lightning.
I put my hand back down. I'm like, oh no, Gobbo, it's fixed again. Somebody's doing something strange in here.
Gobbo's gonna like collapse onto the ground. How are they doing?
All right. As you guys begin to look up, you can see the doors that lead into the head guild leader's room where you had all gone for your interview. You can see one of those doors is pulled open and is slightly ajar, where you can now see very clearly the purple lightning seems to be emanating from.
So we're here to get the documents on the dungeon, right?
You
like
are.
The location for it, right?
That is why you guys were sent here.
It's most likely in there, right? In where the confidential stuff is.
You could do that. If you'd like, you could also make an investigation check around this room, see if there's anything else.
Yeah, sure. I'll like to see any clues, but as I'm flying up, on my way up.
All right. If anyone else would like to make a perception check or an investigation check,
I'll do.
you guys are more than welcome.
So what's in
to.
this room right now? Like that we can see just off, like immediately.
Just generally what you can see, there are like stools, there are chairs, there are benches, places for people to stand. There are potted plants that are just kind of sitting in the corner, as well as the large double door that leads into the room where you guys had interviewed from, as well as a hallway, a small hallway to the right that you can see leads to another office type area, and then off to the left, 2 doors that lead to the facilities.
I start spinning in a circle and point my finger out and close my eyes and pick a random direction.
Roll me a d4.
3.
I'll roll a.
You see the front door that you had just come in from.
And then I just turn around and follow everyone else. Or
Valentine, don't leave yet.
I wasn't gonna leave. I just,
I got a. I'm rolling investigation, right?
All right.
24.
All right,
Okay.
Ellotte.
That's a nat 20.
Damn.
Gabbo.
Useless stuff.
Really nice. 7.
Ooh. Wow.
Gabbo, the headache persisting from the whole window conspiracy is still just ringing in your head, and you cannot focus enough on anything else.
There's a window. There's a door. And another
I
door.
wasted my nat 20.
And there's walls and ceilings.
Mindy
3
and
people.
Mindy and Ellotte, as you guys begin looking around this room, you can see a small paper trail leading towards the office, with one of the empty file folders that sits near the entranceway to this hallway. That reads new dungeon plan on it.
New dungeon plan.
I'm just gonna keep on flying in.
As well as, the other ones just before you do that, as well as you can also see what looks to be 2 distinct sets of footsteps. One that looks like comes from a shorter but large-footed creature, perhaps
Probably
dwarf.
Yeah.
And another one that seems to come from a taller, slender-footed individual, such as an elf, yes.
Yeah, like the 2 guild leaders that we encountered.
That's crazy, yeah, like the 2 guild leaders you
strange.
encountered.
So is there a...
Where are
is there, you said there's a folder on the ground?
There is a folder on
pick
there.
it up.
So it reads new dungeon operations plan on it, as well as you can see a couple of papers that seem to be just like unimportant documents that are unrelated to this folder. They're all labeled like new bathroom facility upgrade, and oh no, plumbing issue, and can somebody please get rid of the mole that's living in one of the potted plants? We've asked him nicely to leave twice.
And the potted plants. I look around at the potted plants in this room.
You see you roll me a perception check. Let's see if you see something.
Let's find out.
Did my nat 20 not find this
13.
mole?
Well, just wait. Mindy, you don't see anything, and you're like, there's no
Somewhere
mole.
else.
Ellotte, as you look behind you after hearing this, you see a mole raise its head out of one of the potted plants before slowly lowering himself back in.
I give the mole a salute as he's like hiding.
Okay. So you guys can go. You could go into the room where the lightning is currently coming from, or you could go into the office that is off to the right.
I want to go into the bright room. That's my vote, guys.
I want to go lightning.
Wait, before we separate, I want to address the whole party. And Mindy's gonna address the whole party, and be like, right. So, I think we can all agree we're not. Why are we working for these people, right? Running errands for them? Can't we just keep these for ourselves or something? Has to be some other plan than doing their bidding, right?
Well, there's two options here, right? We either work for them, or they hunt us down, and it gets exponentially harder for us to keep on in the future. We do this for them, they're probably going to ask more stuff for us.
Right.
But they're less likely to hunt us down after the fact. Once we leave,
What if you hunt them down?
they might want to cut loose
What
ends.
if you hunt them instead?
The-
Eventually, I'm not going to pretend that we're at that level yet.
We need to
if you want to try
help
that,
them
go ahead. But I'd
with
rather
this stuff.
not get
They will help us.
All right, just a suggestion.
Okay, Gabbo. I'd rather not have to deal with unnecessary problems in the future.
Guys, I just want to interrupt something. You're all gonna hate me. My mic's been muted on my audio for the last 20 minutes. So after you guys, Ellotte, after you saw the mole slowly disappear into the pot, Mindy, you started to address the group.
Right, I looked at the rest of the party and I am now saying, and haven't said before, something along the lines of, right, after we're done this, we're not actually doing this whole mission, exactly how they asked us to do, right? There's got to be some trickery involved. And we got to go against them somehow, right? They're keeping us hostage, for fuck's sake.
Both of these groups are probably shit. Either way. I don't think working for one or the other is really going to be
They're
different.
pretty evil.
I just want to be done of this. I want to rid my hands of these fucking
I give you a high five.
chores.
I think I'd be on board going against them. Because, like,
No.
I'm pretty sure that these guys are, like,
No.
bad guys. I'm pretty sure these guys are bad guys. And I don't like bad guys. I don't like bad guys.
We should assist them, help them.
Why are you so in favor, Gobbo?
They could help us.
Oh yeah, how?
I want to go back to my farm.
We can figure this out
Funky.
later.
Like,
Magic.
I can do funky magic. That
Not,
window was
not
me.
what I require.
help us with what?
What do you require?
That's for
So,
you to know and me to find out.
It's in the
Okay,
office.
quite mysterious. Well, so I suppose we continue for now and do the mission. We seem to have found what they're looking for, right? I think. This is it, isn't it?
All right, so you guys can go continue through the big doors leading into the head chambers, or you can continue to the right to go towards the records office. What would you guys like to do?
I'm heading towards the
Lightning.
records office.
Records office.
I'm
All right,
just
we got
following
one,
you guys.
I got one for records
I don't know.
office, one for chambers. Gabbo?
Lightning.
Hiding?
Hiding?
Lightning.
Oh, lightning. Okay,
lightning.
so going to the chambers room, Ellotte?
I want to
said
go
monkeys.
towards the purple room.
I said I'm going to the office.
All right, so Valentine and Gabbo, as the two of you begin heading towards the head chambers door, seeing where the lightning was coming from, you see as Mindy and Ellotte begin heading towards the office hallway. No words? Any words of exchange?
Nothing, we just separate.
Yeah.
All right, so then
just split
we're
up.
gonna handle. Let's go after our office. We'll go after you guys second. We'll go after the lightning boys first.
All right.
All right. So Valentine and Gabbo, as the two of you approach this door, you watch as Mindy and Ellotte begin heading down the hallway, leaving. You come up to this door. You notice it is ajar. Would you like to peek inside?
Yeah, I'll peek.
Yes.
All right. Can you go ahead and roll me perception checks, please?
10.
18.
As you guys step inside, or not step inside, as you guys just poke your heads inside through the ajar door, you begin looking in, as you can now see what looks to be quite clearly, a small altar has been set up in the middle of this room. A hourglass-looking altar with resting atop it what looks to be a smooth, granite-looking like pebble, where the beam of lightning is originating from and shooting upwards to the ceiling. You can see that there are two people standing next to the altar. The long-beard, thinly-looking elf who you had come to return the coins to, as well as the brutish-looking dwarf who was one of the other leaders you had all met during your interviews for the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild. You can notice the two of them bickering with each other as the elf has his hands placing towards the stone.
So you said it was like an altar. Does it look like religious of sorts? Would I know that?
Why don't you roll me a religion check?
I will. Ugh, 5.
You don't recognize it as a religion that you see. You also don't really see it as religious in and of itself. But there's something in the back of your mind saying that there's a possibility that it could be.
Okay.
Gabbo?
I'm gonna take out my little mysterious jar of black mist that I carry around with me, and I'm just gonna peer into it for some form of guidance, try to be like, hey, help me out here. What do we do?
Did someone
Roll
say
me-
guidance?
You roll me a religion check.
Oh, yes! Give me a second here. I need my numbers. Religion? Okay, 18.
18. Okay. As you begin peering into the jar, you see the mist within it. In the murky darkness, a little bit of a lighter blue mist begins to form. As it forms into the shape of the hourglass, you can see it from the perspective of the side before, almost like the mist begins to tilt so that you're now seeing the top of it, where you can see the pebble, and you can see what looks to be the shape of a small goblin hand grabbing the stone.
I'll put it down and I'll turn to Valentine. We need to get in there. We need to get the stone.
Okay, wait, am I standing like next to Gabbo?
Yeah, you are.
Can I just discreetly poke him and then cast Lay on Hands for 3 points?
Why don't you roll me a sleight of hand? Gabbo, roll me a perception check.
Sleight of
With
hand.
Gabbo, roll me a perception check with disadvantage as you're peering into the mist.
You may be in luck
10.
here. 3.
Gabbo, as you're coding, as you come out of your trance of seeing it, you look towards Valentine to be like, hey, I think we need to get in there, before you see her finger touching the back of your head as you feel a little bit of her warm energy flowing into
I'm just
you.
gonna
Now feel your wound is
I'm
healed.
just gonna
There was a ghost. Oh my god.
We must. No time for ghosts. We need to get in there.
Yeah. I think we should check it out. I don't
No,
know
we need to get in this room. We don't
I
have
don't know if
time
we
for
should
ghosts.
steal it, but we should like check it out. Maybe like
We
ask
can
what's
kill the
going
ghost
on.
after.
Okay, yeah, we'll kill the ghost after. Yep.
All right. Now you go first.
What? You're the one that wants it. Why do I have to go first?
Yes. You
But-
go first.
Okay. I just like slowly open the door.
All right. As you begin to open the door, you can now hear the elf and the dwarf beginning to argue, saying, as you hear the dwarf go, "Sir, are you quite mad? We need to be using this stone so that we may take it and delve with it into the dungeon. We can use it as a source of power to power the contraption we have found on the first level." As you hear the elf respond, "No, don't you understand? We found this stone on the second floor of the dungeon. It can only mean darker things rest below it. We must study the arcane properties of this here before any thieves or criminals manage to get their hands on this stone."
Am I able to like sneak up next to them and then just like look ponderingly like I've been here the whole time?
Can I
Roll
slip
me-
into the shadows?
Both of you roll me stealth checks. Gabbo, just wait on yours.
Oh wait, I have disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
11.
So both the dwarf and the elf notice you, Valentine. Gabbo, I'm gonna let you roll this a check with advantage while Valentine acts as a distraction for you.
Okay, well that's not higher, but I got a 21.
So Valentine, as you kind of go clomp, clomp, clomp wearing your armor as you begin to get closer to them, they both notice you, and they both go, "What are you doing here? Who let you in here?
I believe
Are
it
you-
should be studied.
How did you get... Why are you eavesdropping on our comment? How did you even get in here? How did you get past the barricade?" As the dwarf
There was a
turns his
barricade?
hammer around.
What barricade? Oh my god, what's going on?
Roll me a deception check.
Where's my deception? 16.
Did they not put up the barricade? There should be a large glowing barricade standing outside the gates to the compound.
Like when I came in, there wasn't a barricade. Like I don't know. Like there could be now, but when I came in, there wasn't one. I just I
must see
I was
this. And you see the
worried.
dwarf. You see the dwarf go stomping out towards the chamber, as the elf just takes one glaring look at you and says, "So how did you get past the barricade?"
I believe it should be studied.
Is there any sort of like lock or anything on the door
On
to
which
get into this
door?
room?
No, there is not.
Okay, well, are there door handles?
There are door handles. You could like close the door.
I want to like lock it so we can't get back in.
You don't see any physical locking mechanism on this door.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna
Do
stay in
we-
the shadows in case anything gets worse.
Do we see the dwarf walking out of the chamber?
I'll say at this
Us
time you
two?
guys have already begun moving in towards the office, so not
Okay, yeah.
immediately.
We don't like see him, but like hopefully on our way
You
out.
you hear footsteps.
I hear footsteps.
As
I have a crowbar. Can I put it in between the door handles?
that's a good idea. Why?
Rule of cool.
Make me a thieves tool check.
What would that be?
It's dexterity
that's
sleight of
gonna-
hand, basically.
It's dexterity. If you have proficiency with your thieves tools, you can add your proficiency.
Okay.
Well, he's a thief. He automatically has
19.
proficiency.
All right. As you manage to jerry-rig away for this crowbar to stay remained in the door, you kind of like... And the doors, for now, are shut and seem to be
Okay.
blocked. Valentine, as the tall elf looks at you, he goes, "Ma'am, I'm going to ask you one more time. How did you get past the barricade?"
There wasn't a barricade when I came in. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't know.
Halt with your falsehood and lies, ma'am. I can see
just
through
tell the
your
truth.
deception.
Just tell the truth. Just say that a large fairy flung
A
you.
large fairy man flew out of
Picked me
nowhere, picked me up, and brought me over the barricade. That's what actually happened.
I cannot tell if you are bewitched by a curse or otherwise insane, but nothing of which you have said to me since you have entered into these chambers illegally, might I add, as you are trespassing on guild compounds. I cannot make heads nor tails of the things you are spouting, and I feel as if I shall escort you from guild property.
I don't think you're gonna be doing that.
Real quick, when I heard the sounds of like someone storming out of the chamber door, it was just like one person moving, right, or something. How much should I tell?
You guys can't tell much because by the time you get in, you're like in the office building at this time. We're gonna come back to you guys in just a second, but by the time you're in the office, you really can only hear like distant sounds coming from the other chamber. Valentine, as the tall elf looks at you, he says, "And why should I not be doing that?"
I'm gonna pull out my greatsword.
All right, Miss Lawful Good.
I do, but like awkwardly, like I don't think that's gonna be happening.
You pull out your greatsword? Wait, you pull out your greatsword?
Yeah.
I'm going to jump from the shadows onto the tall elf's back, and I'm going to stab him with my dagger.
I don't think that's
Just
gonna
like,
happen.
Oh my god! I just wanted to intimidate him.
You're gonna try to do that, Gobbo.
Okay.
Oh my
Gobbo,
god!
make me a stealth check. Valentine, make me an intimidation roll.
21.
Didn't he already succeed a stealth check?
I'm gonna have him do a stealth check to see if he can pounce on this guy without him
Okay,
noticing.
He doesn't get sneak attack round. Okay.
I have high charisma.
No, that's what this is for.
I have plus
You might
5
get a surprise
intimidation.
round.
Okay, I
That's-
rolled a 21.
That's 15 plus 5.
Damn, okay. So, Valentine, I'm going to describe this from your perspective. As you begin to fumbly pull out your greatsword, you try to intimidate him. You say, "I don't think that's going to happen," as you pull out your greatsword. When all of a sudden you hear... as you see Gabbo comes leaping in from behind this
And I like
mage,
clamber myself onto his back as well.
before bringing his dagger down into the neck of the mage. Gabbo, make me an attack roll with advantage as this creature is surprised.
Would this count as like sneak attack? I don't know how sneak attack works.
Oh shit!
He will get sneak. He
That's
does have
advantage,
advantage on this attack roll, so Gabbo will get sneak attack.
No!
18.
18 is going to hit.
So that's 2d6 plus a d4 plus 3. So that's
I don't like this. I don't like the look on George's face.
9. 12 damage.
Okay, Gabbo, as you pounce up, you stab into the neck as the man. What is this creature? What have you? As he begins choking on a little bit of his blood, he tries to throw Gabbo off. As I'm gonna now have the two of you roll for initiative.
And that's when we cut back to us.
And at that exact, just before we roll for initiative, over in the office,
Okay.
where yet a murder is to happen,
Nothing's happened yet. Yeah.
the two of you begin making your way down this corridor. Can both of you roll me perception checks, Mindy and Ellotte?
Wonderful 4.
A 9 and a 4.
There's no perception in this team.
I was just trying to
Only
spook
perceive.
him.
Well, you
just
Charlie
wanted to
did.
spook
I'm just
him.
interpreting it as an attack roll.
Gabbo just saw it as, oh, we're fighting, okay.
You pulled out
I
a
don't
sword, and
think
I was in the
that's
shadows
gonna
ready to
happen.
strike,
Oh,
and then you did it, and I was like, all right, we're going in.
Oh no.
Eliote and Mindy, as you guys begin walking, you don't really see anything other than a couple of sets of office doors. You even like poke your heads in them. They don't look to have any big important information. They look to just be like clerics or the desks for bookkeepers. What you also don't notice is the sounds of footsteps of an individual who comes up behind you, Mindy, and grapples you from behind. Could you please make me an acrobatics or athletics check with disadvantage?
Acrobatics is +3. Oh, disadvantage. Not one.
Nat 1.
How lovely.
So, Eliote, as you begin poking your head into another one of the offices, you then turn around to see a figure wearing a set of knight's armor, kind of darkish blue hair, having a sword right up to Mindy's neck, a short sword, being like, "Who are you two? Stepping foot into the Adventurers Guild when we have been barricaded. You are trespassing. I could have your heads for this."
Slowly turns
I just
around.
cough out. Talk about violence.
Says the criminal.
Criminal?
You, both of you,
Us?
trespassers on the guild compound.
You don't even know what we're up to.
That's why I'm giving you a chance to explain yourself, friend.
Identification. You didn't ask for anything.
Don't have much of a chance to explain myself. I have a sword to my throat.
I'm not asking you to explain yourself, sweetheart. I'm giving your friend here a chance to explain, and then you'll get yours.
Okay, what do you need from me? So I can prove that.
As I've said,
Any identification.
explain to me why you're here.
Explain to me why I'm trapped in a barricade.
You're not trapped in a barricade. You're not guild members. And the only guild members in this building were myself and the two heads.
Okay, so let me just explain to you right now. If we're inside of here when we're not supposed to be, right? And we're wandering around. When you said no one else is supposed to be in here, whose fault is that? Two random individuals walking around the guild hall that you were supposed to protect. Can you just escort us out or something?
Roll me a deception check.
I said nothing wrong. I said no lies.
He did. Well,
I just said that we're two random individuals that found ourselves in the barricade.
You said there's two.
Oh, true. Okay, I'll deceive
Oh,
there.
that's
I'll deceive there.
You said two.
what's your
I
deception?
did say two. Ooh. So that's going to be a 17 plus. Oh wait, I have advantage on this. So it's a 17 and a
Damn.
17 and a 16. So 17 plus 1, 18.
As you begin staring after delivering your words towards this man, he's still holding tight on to Mindy, sword still at her neck. And he goes, "Now that I know what it looks like when you're lying, why don't you tell me how you got in here?"
We flew.
You flew.
Yeah.
Like the sickness, or...
No, I mean like with wings, dipshit.
Apologies, I thought some humor would lighten the mood.
Not when you have a fucking sword to my fucking friend's neck.
Oh, this is your friend?
Yeah. Or am I lying again?
I don't know. Are you?
I'm not gonna go in circles with you, dipshit.
How about this? How about I don't take your friend's head off immediately?
Okay, that works.
We ease up this situation. You have yet to truly commit a difficult offense. And
Okay.
frankly, you are being quite cooperative.
Yeah, because you have a sword to somebody's neck
You fucking animal.
Maybe I could explain if you stopped attacking me with death, you monster.
I haven't attacked
Like, who's
you
the
yet,
bad
have I?
person here? It's like you have a
Goodness.
hostage right now. I have my hands up.
Right? Look at this man.
Like, come on. What are we,
How
civil?
about I make you... I'll
Wow, you
make you
picked
a
on
deal.
a wizard. You're so cool.
I shall let go of your friend. This
I'll
witch.
even drop my weapons too, okay? Just so that you don't feel fucking threatened. Man
No
with
need for
sword.
that. I shall remove my hold of this witch. In exchange, you're going to come with me and go stand before the figureheads of the guild.
Sure. Who, like, are those the people that we met at the guild before?
You came for interviews for the guild, and yet
Yes.
you returned.
Yes.
Wait a second. And he's going to look towards you, Ellotte. He's going to roll a history check. You were here on the day the coins were returned.
Uh-huh.
Weren't you the one who was making all of that chaos?
No, I just didn't have my coin to return, and I wondered if that was an issue.
All right, then. I'll let her go, but you're going to come with me, correct?
Sure.
He gives 2 thumbs up, still holding his hands up.
You go ahead of us.
Walks in front of him.
Oh, wait. Before I
he-
start walking, you said you were going to release her.
I will, once you're ahead of me.
No. I want her safe before I start moving.
Wow, really dragging this one out.
She'll walk in front of me. You'll walk behind me.
He lets go of Mindy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now go towards the central chamber.
And then you can... Mindy, just do what you do first, and then I'll follow up.
Yeah, Mindy just cooperates for now.
As you guys...
Do I have
so
to
are you
walk...
guys
Wait,
gonna-
before we go out... Do I have to walk past him?
You do.
Has he even told me to, like, drop my weapons?
No, not yet.
Yeah, as I walk past him, I'm gonna swing on him.
Hell yeah.
Like, still hands up, and then I'm just gonna full on just...
All right, go
Mindy
ahead.
just goes, finally.
Make me an attack roll.
So, unarmed fighting. No weapons in hand, so truly unarmed. 1d8, but first...
Make me an attack roll.
So, does a...
No.
Remember how I said I wasted my nat 20?
What was the roll? What was the roll there, Ellotte?
24. And my to hit is plus 4.
Was that a natural 20?
Yeah, remember how I said I wasted the first
Oh
one?
my god. Let's fucking go. Let's beat his ass.
As you begin walking past him, you are right at the perfect height for a certain type of punch.
Am I gonna nut punch him?
As you bring your fist back, you punch straight forward, turning around on him. As you get this man right in his nuts with a natural 20. So as a reminder, natural 20 is you do max damage and then roll one set of damage.
Alright.
As you...
So that's going to be an 8 plus my 2 to damage, plus another 5. So 15 damage to his balls.
as he does that and immediately like collapses down to his knees. Being like, ugh. Oh, you fucking bastard!
And then I'm just gonna like bonus
Wait, did we
action
roll
with both my
initiative?
hands, just fucking
At
yell it.
this point, I'm now gonna ask you guys to also roll initiative.
And we'll
Okay, gotcha.
basically have a back-to-back initiative, I assume. Since
And
combat has
yeah,
started.
this time I'm gonna get Valentine and Gabbo. I'm gonna get you guys to roll initiative for your room as well.
I already rolled when you asked, so I just have my die here, just on the number I got.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, I might die.
Yes, and I rolled a 19. Ooh.
All right, so just give me a second. Let me get my initiatives over here. All right, let's do this the easy way. All right, can I get?
debilitated my target.
Hell yeah. Elliot and Mindy make a awesome duo.
Just fucking aggressive compliance. Just like, can you just fucking hurry this up?
All right, can I get 25 through 20?
No.
All right. 20 through 15.
19.
Me.
Woo!
18.
19.
19 for
Three
you too,
19s.
Ellotte?
No, 18.
18. Okay, Valentine, what is your dexterity modifier?
0.
Gabbo?
+3.
All right, so Valentine will go first because she rolled higher. And then 18 for Ellotte. 15 through 10.
Doesn't seem like
All right.
Wait, Rani,
Oh, so are we
did you
doing like
have,
total initiative throughout both fights, or?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a parallel fight.
I also had 19.
Yeah.
What is your initiative modifier?
3.
Gabbo, Mindy, roll off.
Well, to be fair, they're in different rooms, so we can just have one go in front of the other.
It's got a 9.
8.
All right,
On the
Mindy goes
die.
first. Okay. All right, so Valentine, starting off with you. As you just watched as Gabbo just brought down his dagger onto the side of onto the neck of the old elf. What would you like to do?
I'm going to just. Oh my God! What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! Stop! What? What? That's my action.
Your action is just to scream in terror. Okay.
Just what? No!
Really playing the biz. I like that.
With my action, I scream.
All right, going over to Mindy. In the office hallway, you see as the guard is one of the guards is like leering over, gripping onto his crotch. As you see Ellotte reeling up to do with like a haymaker onto his back. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast 2nd level chromatic orb and turn it into like a baseball and toss it at his nuts with acid damage.
God.
All right, I believe that is
This fucking night
I believe that is a
asshole
ranged
burning
attack
him.
roll.
Bro, he is never having
Yeah.
kids.
Chemical castration.
Just taken away.
He's gonna be dead.
Literally chemical castration.
All right, Rani, make your
Um,
ranged spell attack with disadvantage, please.
Wait, what's disadvantage?
He's probably.
Because you are making a ranged attack against a prone creature.
Aren't I like right next to him though?
So within
Both
5
would
feet.
give disadvantage. Actually,
Yeah, because he just let me go and then Elliot.
So if you're within 5 feet and making a ranged spell attack and do not have the Warcaster, you also still have disadvantage because it's still a ranged attack within 5 feet.
I see. Okay, disadvantage. Uh, 16.
That is going to be enough to hit. Yep. As you
Thank God.
don't quite hit
Oh,
his balls,
finally.
you kind of just hit him on the back, but it still does damage.
You don't hit him with the nuts? Damn. Okay, let's do 48. Fistful of dice. 17.
That is a lot. As your orb strikes onto the back of this guard, the orb shatters all over his back, spreading the acid all over onto his back. It begins to drip into the plates of his armor. He begins to like scream before collapsing down to the ground and falling unconscious.
Does he have like a helmet on his head hiding his face?
No, he doesn't.
I see.
All right.
So does he look dead now or?
He looks like he's not moving.
Okay. Hell yeah. I'm gonna use my object interaction to kick him. Not for no damage, just for visual effect.
Just for spite.
Just for spite.
All right. Ellotte, as you look, you see as the acid begins to leak through this guy's armor.
just kind of like shrugs
Oh yeah, right.
after like.
The bonus
Oh,
action.
my apologies, Gabbo. You're so stealthy, I skipped over you. Sorry. Gabbo, as we go back to you, you're still on the back of this elf. Do you want to stab him again?
if I stab him again, can I get another sneak attack in or no?
Yeah, because this is a different turn, and you are still.
Alright.
There is another enemy of this creature within 5 feet, so you do still get your sneak attack.
And I'm yelling.
There's no advantage. You are
okay.
flanking him actually, so this will be with advantage. Yes.
Oh, well, I don't know what that number was, so okay, I'll use that. I'll keep that 10. There's the 10. I don't know what the other number was. Alright, it's not amazing.
I'm still yelling.
10 plus
5.
15.
Mm-hmm.
15 will hit. Yep. Go ahead, roll your damage. Add your sneak attack. Ellotte, you're on deck.
Oh!
Let's see it, Gabbo.
18 damage.
How much?
18.
Oh boy.
I got double 6s, then a 3, and then plus 3.
Nice. As you another stab into the elf's neck as he's now gripping at his neck, trying to like push you off. As he's trying to throw you off of him, as you can now see blood beginning to pool, staining his cloak.
Ah, the good stuff.
Oh lord.
Damn.
Ellotte, going over to you. You now see the guy you were fighting is done, and you guys can now hear skirmishing coming from the main chamber.
You stay behind me. See if you can find the files. I'm gonna go into the halls.
Gotcha.
And he's gonna go back to the foyer.
All right, so with your full movement and like a dash, you're able to get just to the entranceway into the main chamber where the lightning beam was frozen. And you can now see from here the old elf who you had like previously spat words
The door
at.
is closed.
Oh, the door
Yeah.
is closed. Thank you for
And
reminding
there's
me.
a crowbar in
Yeah.
the
On the
handle.
main floor?
No,
Yeah, I
you
got
do not
locked
see
up.
the dwarf. The dwarf is not in here, but you can see the front door is wide open.
Huh.
The door to this chamber though seems to be shut.
Can I stealth on the second floor?
This is all one floor. This isn't a multi-floored building. This has all been
Can
one
I
floor.
stealth in the main foyer for anyone else? Actually, I don't know, but I'll try the door this turn.
All right. So as you try to do the door, give me an athletics check to see if you can get this one open.
If it's locked, I'm just gonna assume that it's like, what is it? Is there a keyhole?
There is not a keyhole. Why don't you roll me an athletics check as you try to open the door?
Is this the door I put the crowbar in?
This
Yeah,
is
it
the door
is.
you put the crowbar in.
Yeah.
I wanted
You
to
can
see
probably
if I
feel
could
that
like
it's not
deduce
locked and
if
there's
it's like
something
more
blocking it.
advantageous on the inside than disadvantageous. Then leave it locked. Okay, 17 plus 4.
So as you actually manage to pop the crowbar out with your shove as it slips from one of the door handles and just bursts open. As you can see from the entranceway to this door, Gabbo, on the back of the elf who you had previously spat words with his dagger in his jugular.
Closes the door.
You also see Valentine screaming her head off.
I just give like an acknowledging nod and just close the door back up.
All right.
Because I remember that elf, right?
You do remember that elf.
So I can assume that the other two are here too.
You don't see any traces of them, but you do know that there was a second set of footprints going into this
Exactly.
chamber.
There was the dwarf's footprints that was also going in.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All
I'm
right,
going to
so then
tell
with that-
Mindy, the dwarf is still around here. Be careful.
Got it.
Let me look at what spells this creature knows.
Creature.
This man knows.
The elf casts I give up.
The elf cast, I surrender!
Ooh, interesting. Gabbo, as you are stabbing into this elf, he's going to use the last bit of his strength to point in your direction, and he is going to have you make him a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's pretty good. I don't think I'm very wise, though. 16.
16 is not going to be enough. As
Oh.
immediately you feel in your mind, you feel your mind almost getting pushed apart. Even it was a bigger pain than when you were trying to
Mind
observe
spike.
the window. As yes, he does cast Mind Spike on you. You will be taking 3d8 psychic damage. 5,
Good thing I lay on hands, you.
10.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Those
16
3
psychic damage against you.
Jeez.
As you feel this wave of psychic energy flushing over you. Gabbo, can you please make me an acrobatics check to see if you can stay on this elf?
23.
Yeah, he does not shake you off. You are still holding on, but you are rearing in pain. All right, with this, Ellotte, as you are standing there, as you begin to close the door, you hear footsteps coming up from behind you, being like, "Who are you? Another intruder!" As you now turn around and you see the dwarf has come running back in from outside.
I remember you.
Yes, I hope you remember this. As he begins charging up to you, and he's just going to bring his great hammer
That's pretty good.
down on you.
That's kind of hard.
That goes hard.
Yeah. I remember
hope
you.
you
I hope you remember this.
All right. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ellotte, that's going to be a 19
That hits.
plus 6. Or a 25.
Actually, no,
God.
25 misses. Specifically 25.
Oh, I needed a 26,
That's
of
crazy.
course.
Yeah, no, below a 25,
This is lucky
above a
number.
26.
All right. So that is going to be a d10.
Oh, ouchie.
That is going to be 1d10 plus 4 to hit.
Go to damage.
Ooh, that is max damage. I did roll a 10, so that's going to be
Yikes.
14 bludgeoning damage.
That's half my
And I'm gonna get you to please make me a strength saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be a 17 total.
That is enough. You feel as the hammer gets brought down on top of you. You feel like this force being shoved against you as you feel as if you're about to collapse over. But you manage to just hold on and not get yourself knocked over. As he goes, "What'd you think about that, Cupcake?" As you can see, he begins rearing up for another attack. As we flash over Valentine, it is now your turn. Mindy, you're on deck.
Okay.
You can see Gabbo
I'm gonna-
still stabbing away at this guy, but also Gabbo getting like reared back in pain as you see him like clutching his head for a second.
Just like, hey, stop that! Stop, guys! Stop! This isn't. We shouldn't be killing each other! And in just a blind panic, I'm gonna punch the elf.
Okay, I want to do something funny here. Roll me an attack roll.
Guys, you shouldn't be killing each other.
So
Okay,
wait,
go.
do I just add my strength because it's like just fist?
Strength and proficiency.
Strength and proficiency? 21.
Okay. Roll me a d20, another d20, and tell me if it is odds or evens.
Odd.
As you, in a blind panic, as you're like, "You shouldn't be fighting!" You shoot your hand out blindly, and Gabbo, you see as a fist starts coming towards you. Before you just manage to like pull back to the side, and the fist makes contact with the elf's jaw. What is your strength modifier, Valentine?
+3.
All right, as you crack the elf in the jaw, that's going to be 4 damage to the elf. I now need to make a concentration check. I succeed. Still managing to hold on. He goes as like one of his teeth gets knocked out, and it goes flying off to the ground.
That punch is strong enough to kill a commoner.
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
As Gabbo,
Oh my god.
as Gabbo, you're just thinking in the back of your mind, oh, good thing that wasn't me.
I hate to be that guy.
All right, Mindy, it is your turn. You can hear more commotion coming from the central chamber, but Ellotte did say to just continue looking for the files. So what are you gonna do?
I said stay behind me. I think.
Yeah, he said stay. He did say both. Stay behind me and then look for the files. I think something about the files. What did you say?
I said continue doing what you were doing.
Okay, which was, I mean, I'm gonna back you up, obviously. I run out to where, I run out towards Elliot until I see like him in combat with this dwarf, just got smacked.
Got my bell
And I'm
ringing.
going. Yeah, absolutely.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Mindy? What spell are we casting?
I'm gonna cast. Just gotta hit him, I guess. A magic missile.
Yay!
First level.
All right, go ahead, roll the damage for your magic missile.
I believe that is 3 times 1d4 plus 1.
That is
So-
that is correct.
Okay, 1, bad start. Or 2, rather.
Mhm.
2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8.
All right.
No, totally damaged.
As you fling out your 3 magic missiles. As they go flying towards the dwarf Ellotte, you can see just as he's about to bring down another hammer on top of you, you just see one shot hit his side, one shot hit his shoulder, the other one hit his hammer, directing him off course and taking him out of his ready attack. As he looks over, Mindy, you see as this man filled with anger just looks and goes, "What are you doing? More intruders! How did all of you get in? Never mind, we'll have to summon a ghost speller to ask you corpses." Ah!
Oh, scary.
Oh my god.
Gabbo, it is now your turn.
Hey guys, I wonder what I'm gonna. Hey guys, what am I gonna do? Hey
I
guys.
think you're gonna stab him.
Go for it, Gabbo.
Sneak attack. 18 to hit.
18 is going to hit. Roll your damage.
I am going to use. It's called here. I believe it's Fury of the Small.
Yup, good old Gabbo's.
So I get extra damage equal to my proficiency bonus, which is +2.
That is correct.
Alright.
You do still get sneak attack because you should have advantage on this attack roll.
Okay, so I get an extra +5 to my attack then.
Yes. It'll be your d4 plus your 2d6 plus 5.
9 plus 5 is 14 damage.
Boy, we love rogues.
Damn.
You said 18 or 14?
14.
Alright. The elf is looking very bloody as he has blood pooling all out from his neck. Yeah, Gabbo, the guy's looking hurt. He is
Does he
looking
carry
hurt
any
indeed.
weapons?
He is not.
You're fighting an unarmed man?
How
Yes,
he is so tanky. Oh my god.
Well, he's a caster, right? I don't know why
Alright,
he would have a weapon on him.
Ellotte.
I don't have any items I
I
can
am
use
going
here.
to.
Yeah.
First off, second wind.
Reasonable.
D10 plus 3 because my level. Okay, is a 10 on a... Yeah, no, okay, that's not a lot. That is going to be 14.
Amazing.
Or not 14, but like, I'm going to be
12.
up by 4.
What did you
I
roll
rolled a
on the
1
die?
plus 3.
Oh, okay, yes, that's 4 total.
So I'm up by 4. So I'm at 8. I
Awesome.
can survive one more hit than usual. Unless he crits.
Unless he crits.
Unless he crits.
Wait, what are you at?
I am at 18. He did 14 damage. He did half my HP.
All right.
Damn.
So that's your bonus action.
Yep. I'm going to use my action to grapple him.
All right. Go ahead. Make me an athletics check. I will oppose with athletics.
I'm also going to grow large.
Is that a bonus action?
Oh, that's a
also?
bonus. I can't do that yet.
Yeah.
Just raw strength for now. Raw strength.
All right.
Wait, let me see my fucking stone giant runes real quick.
I believe
That's
it is a bonus action
That
to
is also a
activate the
bonus
rune.
action, yes. Okay. Raw strength. Let's go. That is going to be a 15 plus 4. 19.
I rolled a 14 plus 6 for a dirty 20.
Shit.
As you try to grapple up on him, he brings down his hammer handle right in between. As you start to grab onto it, he kind of twists to the side and then knocks you back against this door where you're still kind of like, not yet.
Yeah. Not yet. And I action search to do it again.
All right, go ahead, make me another grapple attempt.
Okay, that's not bad. 21. 17 plus 4.
All right. I only rolled an 8 that time, so I only got a 14, so you are now grappling him.
I'm trying to just keep him occupied so he can't run off to the wizard. You're here with me, buddy.
That's probably a good thing. All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, amazing. Now I do this. Mindy, roll me a perception check, please.
Oh, lovely.
Roll good, Mindy.
3. This is not a perceptive character at all.
Mindy, for the second time in about 10 minutes, you feel a hand go grasping
come on.
around your upper chest as you feel another sword goes digging into your back. As the human from before wasn't quite dead. As death saves apply to monsters too.
Oh.
As he is now
I thought he would
going
still
to,
be unconscious, though.
natural 20
yeah.
He got a nat
on a
20?
death save.
Oh
you
my
come back
God.
with 1 and you're conscious. I like it when my creatures get natural 20s. It's fun.
It's
Oh, I
okay,
hate it when
Mindy.
that
Magic
happens.
missile cannot miss.
Okay, so I rolled double
That is
15s
true.
on my advantage attack, so that is going to be a 15 plus 4 for a 19 to hit against you,
Shield?
Mindy.
Do you got shield?
I'm a wizard. Take a wild guess what happens.
Are you casting shield?
I can't. Doesn't do anything. May I see what with shield is just 18.
Okay, so then yeah, that's gonna be
That's gonna be a hit.
hit.
That's a wizard.
As you feel a sword go stabbing into your back, as you are gonna take a long sword attack here. That is 7 plus 2 for 9 slashing damage. As he is going to, as a bonus action, attempt to grapple you. If you could please make me an opposed acrobatics or athletics check, please, Mindy.
8.
Damn! I rolled a 7.
Yeah!
As Mindy, you feel the sword goes into your back and he tries to tighten his grip around you. You're like, fuck off! What are you doing? Get off of me!
Yeah, I just slap his fucking arm off.
As he goes, ugh! Still very weak from all the damage you
Oh,
took
no,
before.
this shit again.
And the intense nutting.
Pause.
What?
Hold on, what the fuck was
There
he
you go.
doing?
There you
You
go.
guys
Let's
nut? He
get back
got
to this
hit in the
second.
nuts!
I hit him in the
Oh, the
nut. I did
nutting.
not make him nut.
Right.
Okay. Anywho,
I was gonna say
moving
something,
on.
then I
Now it's
realized I
time for my
shouldn't.
elf to get stabbed again. Alright, as I'm going to, once again, cast Mind Spike on you, Gabbo. I'm going to expend another second level spell slot to cast Mind Spike again.
Does he have enough HP to survive another one?
If he succeeds on the Wisdom saving throw, he probably will.
Gabbo, for once in your life, use that fucking brain.
Well, actually, wait a second. Oh yeah, no, I only have second level spell slots. Okay, yeah, so that's going to be...
Wisdom save.
That was going to be a Wisdom save, my friend.
Roll that shit.
Okay, so that's... Alright, I'm gonna play a little bit of a bold strategy here. Because I'm on the brink of death. I got a 16.
You do have inspiration you can burn.
That's what I'm doing. 16 plus 1 is 17, and I'm going to use all of my inspiration. I have 3 inspiration to get to up to 20.
Okay, that's going to succeed. You're going to take half damage on this.
Oh, no! I could still die here.
Alright. Let's see, Gabbo.
You'll be fine.
4. I'm calling it 4.
How much HP do you have left, Gabbo?
Not much.
He said 4.
Okay, so that's 14. Divided by 2.
7.
That's going to be 7 psychic damage. Gabbo, are you still up? 1 HP!
1.
1 hit point! We're gonna hit him!
As Gabbo, as you stand there, you...
No!
Gabbo.
You should stop aggravating the goblin.
Alright, back to the top of initiative. The
I'm not
dwarf...
going down just yet. I'm gonna kill you. One way or another, one of us is going down here.
I'll whisper that like into his ear.
The Gabbo's gonna go down with this wizard. Alright. Ellotte, as you are still trying to grapple against this dwarf, he is going to rotate his hammer and he's just gonna bring it straight down on top of you.
Let's see. I can at least tank one more of these.
I rolled an
Not this.
18 and I have a +6.
Yeah,
I think
no,
that
you're good.
hits.
I don't expect to not take the damage.
Thank God this isn't Pathfinder.
At least it wasn't a crit.
It
Yeah, it wasn't a
Yeah,
crit.
literally.
Okay. That's gonna be the D10.
Highly volatile damage. Let's see. Another Maxwell.
It's another 14 against you, buddy. I'm so sorry.
I'm okay. That's why I healed, so I can take another one.
That's why you healed.
Make me heal.
Could you please make me a strength save?
Sure, I'm fine. That is going to be a 18 plus 2.
That's
Or
gonna
plus
succeed.
4. 18 plus 4.
You are not knocked prone, so you are okay. As you once again from your back, you feel like a burst of wind out as you feel blood coughing up through
I
your
spit
lungs.
it in his face.
You
Hell
spit
yeah.
it in his face as he just sneers at you as he keeps pushing this hammer down on top of you. Valentine, we're going over to you now. You can see blood pooling from Gabbo's nose and a little bit pouring out of his eyes. As you can see, Gabbo is like fighting for his life as the elf is also looking quite bloody. As you're just standing here like, I don't know what to do!
Okay.
I'm gonna look up at you and give you like
finish him.
a nod. Just like, well, I'm like profusively
Finish
shaking. Like, yeah.
Okay. Like how weak does the elf
They
look?
both look quite weak.
Like, does he look like I could probably take him out with another punch?
Yup.
Or... okay, I
Oh
can...
my God.
But it also looks
Yeah,
like you
punch
could
him
take
again.
Gabbo out with another punch by mistake too.
I'm
lock
gonna
in.
aim for the elf this time. I'm
Just
aiming
lock
for the
in.
elf. This is no longer blind panic. This is aiming for the elf.
All right,
Not to kill, but just to.
Make me an attack roll.
Advantage because you're flanking.
That was.
I don't like
It is
that.
with advantage because you are flanking.
Oh. That's not any better. 11.
Gabbo, what's your AC? Okay.
Oh my God.
13.
She just
Valentine,
misses.
as you reel off another punch, you're like, oh, I'm gonna look this time. And as you look, you just swing way too early and you miss both of them.
Oh.
As you're like,
What is the expression?
I got this!
My time. It's my
What's the
time.
expression on
My
both
time.
of their faces?
Wait, what can I do? What can I do for a bonus action?
Another punch. It's technically a light weapon. It's your hand.
No.
Yeah.
Cause I cast sanctuary, but
Oh,
it's
actually,
gonna,
no,
he-
that,
like,
yeah,
I
that's true.
I cast sanctuary, but like if Gabbo attacks on the next turn, then it's automatically like
You can.
No.
You
Void?
can
He's
going to
technic-
attack.
You can technically
I am
make
attacking on the next
an
turn.
offhand attack with your other fist.
I can?
You can,
Yeah.
but it will be with disadvantage, canceled out by the advantage, so it would be a neutral roll.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll do that.
It technically won't have your strength modifier either.
I wouldn't?
Yeah, it would
No,
one
it'll just be 1 damage. I'd say go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
17.
God, but what's your AC?
13.
13.
Laura, roll me a d20 and tell me if it's odds or evens.
Oh no. Odd.
Yes! That's not the goblin!
Gabbo, you watch as this time a punch starts going towards the elf. And as you're doing it, the elf starts to like try to maneuver out of the way of it. As Valentine's punch cracks across the jaw of the elf, knocking him to the ground as he also only had
Oh,
1
man.
hit point left.
Left.
And it came down to a d20.
I'm glad I said that whole
As
thing.
the elf collapses
both had
to
one
the
hit
ground.
Oh, this is perfection.
All right. Going back outside, Mindy, there is the dwarf ahead of you still attacking Ellotte, and the human behind you who still has his sword ready to attack you.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile, first level. 3. Oh, by the way, Mindy calls the spell Darts.
Darts, we like
Pretty
that.
simple
we
looking.
like
It's
that.
pretty simple. It's a very utilitarian spell. You know, there's nothing flashy or fancy about it. There's no like, on a failed save you get burned
It's
or anything.
just
It's just like
darts.
It's
it's just darts.
damage.
It's reliable. It can't miss. So she's going to shoot 2 darts at the, okay, I'll just roll separately for each D4 then.
I'm assuming you're gonna put 1 to the human and 2 to the dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I like allocate? Can I look at the D4s and see which ones I want to put where? Or
Just roll the first one for the human. The second 2 will be for the dwarf.
Okay, got it. So I roll the first one. It's a 4 on the die.
5
It's a waste of energy.
All right.
5 damage.
Uh,
So as he like goes for this grab, and I just swat, like I'm used to this. He's done this 2nd time now. I saw it coming. I swatted away with my hand, and then I like do the somatic components for darts, as I make like a gun. Guns don't exist yet, but you know.
You
I
make
just, like,
like,
point
a
my 2
gun
fingers
sign, and you're
out.
like,
Yeah, exactly. I make that symbol, I point it at his throat, and I go, see how you like it, and I fire the dart through his neck.
damn.
Technically, yeah, non-lethal. Or it's not non-lethal.
Not non-lethal.
All right. And the other 2?
Let's
Dwarf.
see. That's gonna be 4 plus 2 is 6 at the dwarf.
All right.
So
Just gonna
that's
point
4
out,
plus 2.
Mindy's the only one who's actually like hit the dwarf.
Yeah,
So the dwarf still looks fine.
he's fine.
As Mindy, you now see as the human once again collapses to the ground. Gabbo, as you land on the ground next to the elf, you see him still breathing, but blood pooling and him coughing up through his neck. What do you want to do?
I told you so. As I'm like
Also
lying on the
bleeding
ground
from
next to him
that.
there, just like.
Would we be like out of combat for the moment?
Not yet, no.
But I'm
Okay.
still.
Technically, it's non-lethal.
Do I
She
know there's
specifically
another
said
guy in the
non-lethal,
room?
by the way. So
they're
technically,
fighting
he's
in double
not
face?
dying. He's just unconscious.
Oh, he's still bleeding. He's been bleeding. He's got stabbed in the jugular. Blood
Yeah,
is
no,
like
but
actively.
he wouldn't be awake. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
finishing the job.
Oh no, he's awake. Don't
I'm
worry.
finishing the job.
But
He's
she would
awake.
have knocked him out.
He's awake.
So,
Lying on the ground, bleeding.
Whatever.
okay, hang on. I don't want
So
to
he's
fully
not at
use
0
up my
HP?
action.
Well, it
So
should be,
I took.
but-
He's at 0. Hey, who's the DM?
I'm just saying that
Let me
like
rule
there's
of
rules for
coolness.
knocking people unconscious. It's an
Let me
unarmed
rule of
strike.
coolness. All right, fine. He's on the ground. He's
So
unconscious
can I
and
like
coughing up blood.
fast hands
Yay.
to kill him?
I just
Are
don't
you
want
happy,
him to get
Brian?
back up from a nat 20.
Brian,
Wow.
Brian, you get one crybaby.
Can I?
Brian,
Hey,
minus one.
it's not your
inspiration
turn.
for Crybaby point.
I'm fine with that.
So can I use like fast hands to like take an arrow and just like
You
stab it?
could
with
make
him?
an attack roll and stab him.
Stab it.
That's also another way to stop him from getting back up. Killing him.
Yeah.
All right, it's an
Okay.
attack roll with advantage
I'll just kill
because
him.
he's on the floor and unconscious. It's also an automatic crit. It's an automatic crit if you hit. because he's
22.
unconscious. Oh yeah, he's dead.
That's 22.
As
so.
you raise up your dagger, Valentine, you see as the elf lying on the floor, he's like blood pooling out from his mouth.
I stab him like in the
As the
center of
dagger
his
goes
face as
cascading
well.
in, collapsing in this elf's face.
What? What? Why would you do that?
Only hears
Thank God for the mic peeking. Thank God.
I'm just gonna look at you, and I'm going
Okay,
for the
you wanna-
pebble.
All right, you want to reach up
I'm
and grab the
so
pebble?
exhausted.
It's gonna blow up like a fucking hamster.
Yes.
All right, Gabbo. As you reach out and you go to grab the pebble, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Like a fucking hamster on a transformer. It's just gonna
Oh, I
become
could
ash.
die here. Ooh. Ooh.
Remember, you have used your inspiration. Dirty
Uh,
20?
Dirty 20. I don't have
Dirty
inspiration.
20? Oh boy. As you
Yeah.
go to grab it, you start to feel like
18 plus 2.
You start to feel electricity beginning to pour in as you begin to pull and pull. As you manage to pull the pebble off, the lightning instantly collapses out throughout the roof and begins to dissipate. As you now look at this pebble, you can see engraved on the top of it what looks to be a lightning bolt surrounded in by 2 half-crescent circles. Going back over,
I
as
put
we
it
go
in
back
my
over
pack.
to Ellotte, the dwarf still having his hammer on top of you, getting ready to just take you down.
At the start of my turn, he takes 1d4 bludgeoning because I'm choking
Okay.
him.
All right, take your d4.
That is gonna be 2 damage.
All right.
And I am going to, from the grapple, I guess grow large. Well, actually, no.
Alright.
There's no point at this point. But what I am gonna do is, so the human's still in the corridor, right?
He is still in the corridor. Right now, he is just on the ground. Doesn't look like he's flat out dead yet.
I see. How many feet away is that? Like 30, 15,
35 feet, yeah.
35 feet? Okay. Can I drag this dwarf at half speed?
On a successful opposed athletics check, yes, you could.
All right, sure. In that case, I'm going to use my bonus action to... Where is it? Features and traits.
Because
I'm
technically,
going
when
to
you are
use
grappling
my
a creature,
frost
when you are
ring.
grappling a creature, you don't. Your movement speed is reduced to 0.
Upon me or upon it being grappled?
A grappled creature's speed becomes 0,
Yeah.
and as you're currently just behind him, holding onto him,
Uh-huh.
his speed is 0.
Let's see. So I'm just dragging him at half speed, basically. Right?
Yeah.
I see. So I am going to use Frost Rune to give me +2 to all strength and con checks.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. Oppose. That's 18 +6.
I got a nat 1.
He's coming with me.
He's coming with you. As
I
you
am
begin
going
to
to use
drag
my
him.
action and bonus action to drag him beside his unconscious ally.
All right.
And
So I'm assuming you're using your action to dash.
Yeah.
Okay, as you dash to get your full 30 feet halved, you begin pulling him over as he's like fighting you the whole way, trying to like throw a jab at you, but still not able to quite reach you.
I step aside as Elliot, like, I just watch him drag, like, super speed drag this guy over. I'm like, okay.
And I will I will leave it to his turn next.
All right. That guy's turn. Mindy, you see the human on the ground. You see too big a pool of blood begin to erupt from his chest, spilling onto the ground, indicating that
Is he dead?
As you hear his final breath escape from his body on a natural 1 on a death save.
Damn. Wait, he failed 3 saves
failed
in one
3?
turn?
No, so I always do a death save the second you go down, and then a death save at the start of your turn. So he got a 5 and then a nat 1.
Shit.
And a
I
nat 1
was
is 2
hoping that he
fails.
would I was hoping that he would stay alive. Shit.
Is that for PCs too, or just...
That is for yes,
enemies?
that is for everybody.
Oh, God.
That sucks for me.
I'll make a new character.
Go make the
I'll have a new
backup character
character ready.
now. Yes.
Literally.
I have Grog.
Scottisha.
No.
Oh lord.
Yeah, Laura
Okay.
knows Grog.
So then that's the human's turn. Going back to the top of
And I know
initiative as the elf is
Scottisha.
dead. He is going to try and break out of your grapple.
That's an action.
That is a 19.
That is a 19 +6.
Damn! As he's trying to like rip out from you, he is going to try to pull off from you. Just nothing. That's his whole turn. Valentine, you and Gabbo, I'm just gonna combine your guys' turns here together. You guys are in the chamber together. You see Gabbo is currently holding on to this runic looking stone, but also a lot of blood is pooling from Gabbo.
Okay, first off, I'm gonna address the dead body in the room. Oh my god! Why would you kill him? Why would you kill him? Why would you kill him?
I like how Nick is just completely not giving a fuck.
I'm in character. I'm almost exhausted.
I'm gonna have to turn you into the authorities. Okay, how about, okay, calm down. Breathe,
You
breathe.
helped to kill him, didn't you?
Okay.
You allowed me to kill him,
I didn't let you kill him. He was attacking you, and I thought, if it was one or
You
the
made him
other,
go on
I
the
thought,
floor.
maybe you're less likely to attack me,
But you
so it
made
was
him
more
go
of
on the
a,
floor.
I didn't want you to kill him. Okay. Can I? You look pretty banged up there. Can I heal you a little bit at least? You're like kind of bleeding out.
I'm just gonna pay attention for the pebble, the stone.
Can I go up and cast Cure Wounds at first level
Yep, you
on
can
him?
cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Okay. Where's my D8?
That is in fact something you're allowed to do in this game.
Oh,
Down him and
that's
pick
an
him back
8
up.
plus 3, so 11 points.
All right.
Well,
Going
but-
back over to Mindy. Mindy, you look to your left. Mindy, as you look over, you see Ellotte still grappling onto this dwarf, presumably getting ready to do some kind of attack. Do you want to do anything?
Can I, help action with his next attack?
How are you gonna help?
Just use spells.
Let's try to grab him, I guess.
Just hurt him. Just hurt him.
I don't want to burn through all my spells already.
We are going to have a rest after this, most likely.
Cantrip.
You could just
True,
hit him.
I don't have any damage cantrips.
Fuck.
Not yet.
You have a knife?
You could just hit him.
No.
You have fists. Those are things.
So is help action not gonna work here?
Not really. No. Because he's currently grappling him. Like, there's no really real way. The only thing you could really do is like go and like try to shove him as well. But Ellotte already has advantage on this attack. There's nothing more you can do to help him.
I have
He already
advantage
has
on
advantage.
grapple targets?
You currently have advantage on this target.
Oh. Sick.
What health are you at again,
4.
Elliot? Okay, I'll just cure wounds then.
Yeah!
Boy,
That's gonna do
aren't you so lucky I didn't break out of that grapple?
1d8 plus 5. That's an 8 on the d8, so 13.
Fuck yeah, I could tank another one of his hits, unless he crits.
Unless he crits.
All right. So Mindy, that's your turn then.
Is he like right next to me or?
Yeah, he is right next to you.
Well, no, I wouldn't. I wanted to pull him towards the body, not Mindy.
Okay, so he's like
Yeah. Okay.
5
that's good.
feet away from you.
I'm gonna like run some distance, I think. So I think I like while I'm moving, I like heal Elliot, and then I just continue moving to like closer to the door.
All right, you just kind of walk past. You're like, all right, you know what? Do what you're gonna do. You stick your hand out. You give him a high five. Cure wounds him. Walk past.
Cure wounds is just like an injection. It's like a very fast injection.
Hell yeah. All
You
right.
just feel like a slight prick, and then you're like, oh, I feel way better.
Wow.
And is
Morphine.
there any like cover to hide behind from the door?
Not really.
Just open the door.
Okay.
They're probably finished.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just go out to the door.
Ellotte.
Not right next to it, like 5-10 feet away.
Ellotte.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do, buddy?
Well, first he takes a d4 damage, guaranteed,
Yeah, of course,
while
of
he's
course.
grappled. That's going to be another 2.
All right. Still getting choked out.
And then in this hallway, out of sight from everyone else, I'm gonna grow big.
Okay, you grow big. You are now large.
And I do bonus damage on every single attack.
Mm-hmm.
So on that like d4 that he takes every turn, I do an additional d6 on that.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
And then I'm going to make 2 unarmed attacks against him. One is my main and one is my bonus.
All right, make the main one.
All right. So you said I had advantage on this?
You do have advantage on this.
Sick. Ooh. Okay, so the first one I don't think is gonna hit. That's 15 plus 4. That's 19. He's a heavily armored guy, right?
Yeah, that hits.
Oh.
Roll your damage.
And then for the second one, I assume
Nope.
it would be a
Just roll the damage first.
roll the damage first. Got it. Okay.
Roll the damage first.
D8 plus a D6. So that's going to be 7 plus 3. That is going to be. That's going to be a total of 12 damage on the first punch.
So as you are sitting there grappling him, you're grappling him small. He's like, "Get the hell off me, you fucking thing!" Before you're like, "You want to see a fucking thing?" You begin to like, you grow in size until you are now larger than him, and then you grab him. You bring your chest up. You throw a punch into his side, and with that enough impact, you hear a deafening crack as you did more than enough damage to just out him.
As he's like going in, he doesn't know he's already out, but technically all these are non-lethal. As he's going to just keep on just going for the non-lethal punches straight to his face, not knowing that he's not fighting back anymore. And it's like, you wanted me to remember you? Well, you're gonna forget me.
Like in
And just keep
As-
on punching him in the face.
it's like the first scene
As
of
you-
the Batman.
As you eventually drop, he slumps down to the bottom, and you can see, even though you might think it was non-lethal, a little pool of blood beginning to form at the base of his skull.
I don't drop him gently. I throw him to the side, and then the pool of blood happens.
This fight has been brutal
Alright.
as hell.
And
As you
yeah.
spit on the dead body. Okay.
Well, you know what he did to me? Like, I'm missing a couple molars.
You are in fact missing a few molars. You're also having like a big hammer mark on your back. All right. So with that, we are now out of combat. As at this time, Mindy and Ellotte, you guys are now standing outside the door. Gabbo, Valentine, you guys are standing on the other side of the door, and the lightning has since dissipated.
Is the door open?
Not yet.
Like, can I check?
If you wanted to, you can open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it.
Let's check.
Can I try and search for any semblance of life in the elf?
Uh,
Like, do CPR?
Make me a medicine check.
Where is medicine? 12. I'm gonna try anyways! I'm gonna try anyways!
There's no life left. As you
Oh my god!
As you place your hands, you can already feel the warmth beginning to leave this creature's body.
Valentine.
As-
Get out
As
of here.
at this time, you then see the doors open and Mindy and Ellotte coming back in. Both of them having some wounds on them. Mindy seeming to have a sword mark coming from her back all the way through to the front. And Ellotte being beaten to hell.
I'm doing CPR.
As you guys see, the old elf who you had seen at the interviews currently being like with Valentine on top of him trying
face?
As I
with yes a big collapsed in face that is just blood, no skull,
As
no
I-
face, just blood.
Valentine.
As I walk in and
stop
see
playing
this,
with
Mindy's
corpses.
like-
"Come heal us."
as I walk in and see this, Mindy's gonna be like, "Oh, did he attack you too?" Self-defense
No.
as well. I see.
I mean, he attacked
Yes.
the little one, but
Can I roll an insight check to see which one's telling the truth and
Who
which
are
one's
you
lying?
calling little one?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
All right.
Gabbo, roll me deception.
10.
$22.
Valentine, roll me persuasion.
16.
16. They both seem very truthful in their words. Neither seems to be lying.
Gobble attacked first. He attacked first. The elf wasn't doing anything, and I just stood
Neither
there.
of
I
us care, Valentine. Valentine,
That was
neither of us
curious,
give
but-
a single fuck. We have to get out of here.
That's true.
Yes.
We still
All
need
right.
to find the file. Ah, fuck my ribs.
All right.
Valentine, roll me an investigation check as you're like interacting with the body.
9.
Everyone else, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
As I'm totally not scrambling.
Clearly, there's something I was supposed to find.
Totally
I
not.
missed.
It's okay.
Don't
This
worry.
isn't the
Don't worry,
DM.
guys. We'll
I'm
go
just
in
so
order.
distracted. I've got blood on my hands. That's not even mine.
What did you
I'm hoping
get,
all
Gabbo?
of you are better at this than I am.
9? What did you get, Rani?
9.
10? Oh, okay.
No, sorry, 10.
Unfortunately,
10,
I got
10,
a
10.
19.
I got a 7.
For the first time, Mindy notices something.
Mindy, for the first time, you're like, man, I should really be paying more attention. I keep getting like
Yeah.
snuck up on. And then all of a sudden, you look down.
Yeah.
And you see a little red porcelain cylinder with
It's red.
etched in metal endings roll out of the elf's sleeve while Valentine is like doing compressions on the now dead body.
Interesting. And I just like pick it up.
As you pick it up, you begin to examine it. It's only probably about this long. And after like about a minute of flickering around with it, you very quickly can tell one of the ends is a screw off.
Yeah, I screw it off and look inside.
3 points of inspiration. Very good. Very good. 3 points of
Okay.
inspiration for taking my joke. As you unscrew it,
I don't get it, but okay.
you begin to... You pull it out, and you can see concealed inside of it looks to be a folded up roll of parchment paper. That looks to be a map, and then on the other side seems to be a set of blueprint-looking diagrams. It looks to be the map of the inside of a building, but shown from like a side angle. Wait.
So it's a map, and then the other side you said it was what?
On one side it seems to be a map. On the flip side, it is a inside an interior blueprint of what looks to be like a multi-floored building that all has more strange runes that none of you have recognized
I see.
written throughout it.
Okay. I show it to the rest of the group. So this just rolled out of his pocket.
That's probably what we're looking for.
All right.
I've got tears streaming down my face as I
Yes.
take a peek at
I was
it.
about to say that.
Finally giving up that he's dead.
Yeah.
Valentine, roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw? 8?
You feel
I'm dead.
You feel deep down inside that what just happened wasn't right. What you just let happen doesn't truly feel like it should have happened, and it begins to tear a little bit at your soul, just a little bit. But it's there.
I have to call the authorities on you guys.
What do we do?
I mean, specifically the little one.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, no. It's fine.
I mean,
I'll tell him out.
can I like take a peek outside and like see the other dead
We're in
body?
the hallway.
There
Yes,
you don't
there's
see any
two
dead
more out
bodies.
there.
You just see like a blood trail
Oh, okay.
leading towards the hallway.
It's just a bunch of blood.
Like,
well,
like,
technically it's bludgeoning damage.
oh, you guys
It's
are
mainly my
bad
blood.
people. You guys are bad people.
Hey, for us it was self-defense. I don't know what happened in here.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I go into the corner and I grab my rings and I just start praying,
All right, roll.
just asking for forgiveness.
As you sit there and you start just like shaking yourselves, you guys can see now through the big open doors to the chamber and then more open doors to the outside of the guild hall. You can very blatantly see the barrier is beginning to slowly retract itself.
We should probably take the
Is the-
bodies and tie them up.
We should probably just run first.
Yes.
Well, we don't want them to be resurrected, nor do we want them
Probably.
to be
Oh,
able
that's
to be
true.
questioned. As the dwarf
Good
said,
point.
they would have asked us questions with our bodies if they killed us. Who's to say that they can't do the same for them?
That's true. Well, that's gonna be quite some work dragging. Was it
I'll
4
carry
bodies?
them. It's 3.
Okay, you do it then. Right, so where do we take them?
Probably back to the gibbering mouth.
You're a genius. Back to the gibbering mouth, there it is.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Incredible
Yes.
diet. Alright, well, let's
You
book it
guys
then.
are horrible.
I'm just doing
No,
my
they
job.
deserved it, don't worry.
You guys are awfully immoral. This isn't right.
Yes.
What's your excuse for doing this? And
I see the blood on your fist. What's your excuse?
He was attacking and I didn't know what to do. It's just like
Alright,
I
so
feel
exactly
like
what I
they were-
did.
They were it was like and I didn't know what to do.
Keep going
Okay,
insane.
excuses,
We'll meet you back at
excuses.
the hideout.
Let's go, Elliot.
And I'm
Yes.
gonna drag the elf. And then I'm gonna
Wait,
get the other two
can I
and
come?
drag them too.
All right. As you begin dragging these bodies,
Are there forests
I'm
or
going
something?
to. No, just 1 second. I'm going to award 10 points of inspiration to Valentine. As
Oh my
as
god!
well as
Yeah.
a point of inspiration to Mindy, and then 3 points of inspiration to Gabbo and to Ellotte. Ellotte, please make me
Thank you,
just
thank you.
one athletics check to see if you're able to carry all these bodies.
Oh, no issue.
18 plus 4? I assume
Yeah,
10
you're-
minutes have passed.
Yeah, you're fine. In the time that it takes you guys to scurry off to the edge of the compound, just as the barrier begins to come down, you guys manage to slip out, taking a bit of a longer way around the town, managing to remaining undetected. As you can see a few of the guards of the local town's guard beginning to head into the deep, dark adventuring guild hall. As they all begin to shout, "What happened in here?" That is where we will be exiting that scene. You guys level up to level 4.
Oh,
Yeah!
love to see it.
Pristine.
As we'll do the level up at the end of the session, because we don't have much longer
Yeah.
in the session.
Okay.
As you guys...
Done.
That was fast.
I guess it is that easy.
Nick, point of inspiration for just the confidence.
I already knew what I wanted. I've known for the longest time. All right, I'm getting
Oh,
sharpshooter.
I can take a feat. Oh, I'm gonna have to spend some time on thinking about that.
All right, as you
That's what we
guys
have to.
begin... begin to head around town, so you guys said you wanted to head back to the Starbrung Jackal's hideout? Are you going to go and report back to
Yes.
Terran Solis, or are you just
First,
trying
we're
to
going
go
to tell
in?
number 5 to get us some space for the gibbering mouther to eat food, as we shall
Alright.
eat 3 bodies.
So can I just get you guys to roll a group stealth check to get
Okay.
back into the town?
Okay.
So the way I like,
stealth.
so the way I like to do group stealth checks, you guys are going to all roll your stealth checks, and then I'm going to take the sum total of your stealth check against my DC.
Okay.
So that Miss Paladin over there
Oh yeah, with my disadvantage.
doesn't mess up the whole group.
It's 22.
12.
Okay, I got a 12. I got a 22. 18.
18.
I need to check my. So
I'm at
that's
52.
Stealth. Does a 15 work?
52,
math that
67.
fast?
Okay. I'm rolling against 60, 10. Yep, you guys succeed. As you begin stealthing around town, you manage to avoid most of the guards. At one point, Valentine starts getting a little too ambitious and starts getting a little too distracted with the blood on her hands. Before Gabbo just manages to like grab her by the back of her armor and just like pulls her back just out of sight of a guard. As you guys make your way back to the shabby, rundown tavern, that is the front for the Starbrung Jackals, you walk back in. Immediately are noticed by the bartender. He says, "Oh, you loaded back already. Wasn't that long?"
I say carrying 3
They're
bodies.
professionals.
Clearly, no wonder you guys managed to beat junks that quickly.
We killed him in 18
Yes, that's
seconds before.
I was counting.
It's a strange thing to do while you're fighting, but okay. All right,
It's happened.
I'll inform Miss Solis that you're back. As he reaches under and he pulls a lever underneath the bar, one of the tables begins to flip up, revealing the staircase back down into the Jackal's hideout.
Question,
as you guys-
which way to the gibbering mouth?
The chamber where you did your interview in. Just kind of throw
Yes,
throw them
zonks.
down that tube.
Got it. Throws.
Incredible.
As you guys come back down, you see the main hall where you see like the cafeteria areas where the 2 vendors are, the food. And then of course you see the tube that just now has a sign hanging over it that says Zonks. As you walk over You deposit the bodies down, and you hear like a nom 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 sound from the bottom.
Oh my god,
the
it's
tube.
Jeff the shark.
my homie Zonks.
Valentine, you feel very disturbed at the sound
Very perturbed.
of tearing
Nom, nom,
that the word?
of tearing
nom,
flesh and crushed bones.
Glorious
We could have
sounds.
given them like a burial at least. Like this is awful.
This is a flesh burial.
A burial means evidence.
Can I go to my room?
As you guys start beginning to head to the quarters, that is a quarter of the building, you make it about halfway down the hallway before you guys hear a, "Oh, well, hello, dearies. I see you've returned, and not as beaten and bruised as I thought you'd be. Why don't you tell me, how did everything go, my lovelies?"
So we walked in, and this asshole grabs me immediately. I say nothing so far. And then me and Elliot beat the shit out of him.
Oh, is that-
Also found this, and I show her the scroll.
Oh, is that right? Let me see that. And she puts her hand out for
Yeah.
it.
I give it.
She opens it, reads, and says, "Ah! Of course! The map to the dungeon!" And she flips around the other back. She goes, "They've already explored down to the second floor. My, we are advancing at a much faster pace. It seems we'll have to make plans for your infiltration sooner than I anticipated."
Quick question.
Yes.
If the two heads of the guild are dead, is that okay?
Did you kill the elf and the dwarf?
They did. They
And the
killed them.
human.
They killed them.
Oh,
They got in the
they
way.
killed
It
them.
was necessary.
They did. They did. Not me. Not me.
Oh, so
not me.
you managed to kill two of their heads.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be an issue. I wanted to
Oh,
double
no,
check.
not at all. I don't care for them. They're not friends of
Okay.
mine. I believe even you're entitled to a bit of a reward.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Miss Valentine, you said you didn't kill them, so I won't be rewarding you at all.
Good. I don't want a reward for dead bodies. I don't want that. I don't...
You even brought them back to
You guys suck.
you, Mr. Ellotte. You even brought them back to feed to Zonks. That's quite forward thinking of you. I shall remember this. Let me see. What do I have here for you, lovely? She goes, You said you killed two of them, correct?
And a random guard.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
Well then, to each of you, I shall, of course, except for Miss Valentine, since she's saying she didn't participate in the killing, I shall give each of you 10 gold per one that you killed.
No.
Sure.
And she hands 20 gold to each of you.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Can I spit at her feet?
As you spit down on her feet, and she goes, and you immediately feel a dark energy begin to form above you. For within a blink of an eye, you feel that same strange hand cannon that she had before. Its barrel buried into your forehead, and saying, "I do believe that was an accident, was it not?"
Can I just like glare at her?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
12.
As similarly to before, when you had first encountered her and you heard her banging this weapon against the cages, you suddenly start to have this great wash of fear over you. As you begin to look up at her, and she takes on a figure not of that you've seen before. No longer a simple woman. Now instead she seems to have large horns spewing from her head, a clawed face beginning to tear apart, revealing smoke and bright eyes from underneath, as you feel the gaze of 1,000 souls beginning to look upon you. As she looks at you and says, "That was an accident, wasn't it, lovely?"
So I'm clearly afraid, but like I'm just gonna keep like glaring at her, but like my hands are shaky. Like I just like it's clear that I'm scared of her, and I'm just.
She begins to like push the trigger, not push the trigger, push the barrel up a bit to kind of raise your head up to her eye level, and she goes, "Try not to let that happen again. You caught me in a good mood today, but perhaps tomorrow I won't be." And she kind of like shoves you off a bit and says, "With that, I shall retreat back to my office, lovelies. Fantastic job to the three of you. And to you, do better. All right?" As she turns around and starts walking away.
As she's gone, Elliot would offer a hand to help Valentine up.
I'm gonna smack it and get up on by myself and storm off to my room.
All right. As Valentine, as you storm back off to your room, you immediately slam the door behind you, and you just start to feel this overwhelming feeling of dread, as if things that have happened today, they shouldn't have. You watched a man die. You watched a man be murdered, and you watched as his corpse, rather than being honorably buried, was just chucked down a tube, never to be seen again. As the three of you are standing outside in the corridors, what are you all going to do for the rest of the day? As you are feeling as if you're going to get some time to rest.
I take a massive
I would like
yawn
to go to
and
my quarters.
I'm tired. I'm gonna go sleep.
All right. Eliote? Are you going to
I'm
go...
get a drink.
You're going to go get a drink?
You have that gym subscription that you have to pay, so
I
you
said
can go
I'm
back
gonna
to the
get a
gym.
drink. That means I'm gonna get a drink.
As you go and you go up, you have your drink. Gabbo, as you go to rest in your quarters, you start to hear a cluster of whispers coming from your bag. As you feel something calling to you.
The pebble.
I'm gonna go to my room a little bit quicker.
As you close your door, alone in your room now, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go. There's a desk,
There is a
right?
desk. How many more times is Brian going to say...
That's not me. That's the pebble.
So I'm gonna take out
Point of inspiration.
I'm gonna take out the pebble. I'm gonna put it down on the desk, and I'm gonna put the jar next to it.
You hear the whispers are now coming from the jar.
Can I put a book down and see what it's trying to tell me?
As you put the book down and you look into the mist, roll me a religion check.
It's not good. 8.
You begin to look into the mist. See once again the form of a goblin hand reaching out and grabbing the pebble. And then you start to see collections of runes, similar to those that you had seen on the blueprint. Just kind of flashing and flashing, but with no correlation, no instruction, nothing.
Could I quickly write them down as they appear?
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
That's my thing.
Just to see if you're able to do it in time.
I think I can do it in time. 23.
You do manage to get down 2 of the runes, one of which seems to show what looks to be a curved bell with a singular orb on the inside, as well as another rune depicting a spiral of some kind leading in to a flower.
Can I try to
Roll me an
determine
Arcana check.
meaning from these one more time? Do I have modifier to that? Nope. 17.
You've never seen these runes before. They don't have any immediate meaning. You don't really have any knowledge to go off of with these things. You're not quite sure. Something about this seems off.
I'm gonna just quietly say out loud, and just to be safe, I'm gonna speak it in Goblin while looking at the jar, but I'll say something on the lines of like, I am not able to discern meaning, not discern. That he would never say that. Sorry, I'm not able to figure out what these.
No. In Goblin, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, I'm speaking in my actual language, so I can say fancy words now.
I adorn this with
3 points of
acquiescences.
inspiration
So
to Gabbo.
I am not able to discern. How does Gabbo think of himself? How does he speak in his head?
okay, I'm farming.
How does
Okay.
Gabbo sound to Gabbo?
I am unsure of what these runes mean, but I will find someone who does to help you. Just not yet. I need more time.
All right. As you guys settle in for the night, you can all take a long rest
Yay.
as you call it a day. After either a traumatic or eventful day, you all get the feeling that you have all stepped into something you're not quite sure what you're getting into. That is where we are going to end today's session. Thank you very much, everybody.
Oh, I didn't get to say my little thing. I wanted to describe what Valentine was doing.
We'll get back to that next time.
Oh,
Don't
all right.
worry about it.
All right.
All right.
That's what Mindy's doing.
All right. I'm just gonna give it a second, and then I'm gonna do the outro.
Okay, I'm gonna pause my recording.
Yeah, you guys can all pause your recordings at this point.
I'm not gonna pause mine. I wanna keep going with the bit in time. I wanna bring up the fact that
Yeah, you dummy.
the recording
Dungeons and
was stopped because we
Dumbness.
thought
All
that
right.
it wasn't gonna work.
Try that again.
Shut the fuck up,
No.
Brian.
Somebody thought he wasn't recording.
Fired.
All right.
Fired.
Thank you
Mods,
very
get
much,
this man.
everybody, for listening to episode 3 of Dungeons and Doofusness.
Because I had this.
Today.
Hey guys, I had this really crazy
Oh,
name,
fuck,
Being
right.
Dumb. No one ever said this
I thought it was
before.
dumbness.
All right, I'm gonna just read.
Yeah, you did. That's the joke.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh, I
restart.
thought it was Dungeons and
the
Dumbasses.
outro.
Okay, I'm gonna pause recording now.
What
All right,
about
guys. Well,
Dungeons
since
and
George is
Dipshits?
terrible at doing this, I'll do the outro here.
Honestly, I feel like I just
What-
keep
what about
changing up
Dungeon and Dorks?
the last word of the name.
No, you keep going up the doofusness. No, we did say D and Dumb. Oh, true.
Just got it.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching.
Okay. No. Let me do the outro. I'm waiting for y'all to shut up so I can do the damn outro.
You want to do it?
All right. Oh wait, I don't know why I'm bothering to say I need to wait for you guys to shut up.
Remember
It's
to
not like you guys
jerk
are gonna get
off.
caught on my audio line. God, I'm so good at my job.
Exactly.
All right, thank you very much,
Yeah.
everyone, for listening
We tell
to
you that
episode
every
3
day, don't
of
you?
Dungeons and Dumbness. Today's episode, we had Laura as Valentine, Nick as Gabbo, we had Brian as Ellotte, Rani as Mindy, and myself, George, as your Dungeon Master. We'd like to give thanks to Nick for being the amazing editor of this podcast, as well as a shout out to our music producer, who you can find all of their social medias linked in the description of wherever you watch this episode, whether it's on YouTube or Spotify. Please be sure to check out Dungeons and Dumbness on YouTube and Spotify, and as well as our social medias. We have an Instagram. I believe we also have a twitter.com that is run by Laura, so we don't really question what gets posted on there. Thank you guys thank you guys very much for listening to today. We're having a blast doing this podcast, even though we have no clue what we're doing. And yeah, we'll see you guys in another 4 months when it takes us to get the next episode out.
One step at a time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. I love doing this. Call me.